this training, we're going to cover what you're possibly doing that is probably not working for you, the number one pitching strategy that gets results, and how to craft stellar pitches that will make your clients so insanely happy that they won't want to leave. That's the premise of creating a sustainable business, is we want to get you to consistent, predictable, recurring retainer revenue. And in order to have that, you got to keep the clients that you're working with happy and keep them in the door, right? You want to keep the clients that you have renewing their contracts over and over again, so you're not always looking for new business. You have a solid foundation and you build on top of it. So the number one way to keep clients happy is to provide them with great results, right? Like if you're getting results, why would they leave? I know this frustration. I've been there, where you create this amazing pitch and you send it out and you're so excited and you keep refreshing your inbox and you're thinking, where are they? And your thoughts immediately go to, is my email going to spam? What's happening? Why isn't anybody replying? So that's incredibly frustrating, and it feels like the power's kind of out of your hands, right? Like you've done what you know how to do, and now you wait for somebody else to decide that you're going to get a result that's going to make your client really happy. And that's so incredibly frustrating. So what we want to focus on is the overall idea that you're going to focus on quality over quantity. We've all heard this kind of spray and pray approach. And that just doesn't work. At the highest levels, these big agencies that you respect, that you look up to and say, wow, their clients are incredible, their retainers are amazing, they are often using really lazy tactics. And I'm seeing it firsthand. I'm seeing uninspired pitches that are mass pitches. They get a media list and they just spray and pray. And it absolutely does not work. You have to spend time and effort developing a high quality pitch and focus on the right editors at the right time. That's the formula, pitching the right story at the right time to the right person. So would you just craft a pitch and send it out to everybody on your list, assuming it's a one size fits all? Like you think it's a great pitch, so everybody would want to cover it or be relevant to every single person on your list? No, we know that that's not true, and that doesn't work. And when you do that, there's a couple things that happen. I mean, number one, you're not building your relationships, because editors can tell that you're being lazy and you're sending out a mass pitch, and they're not going to write about your clients. Two, you are just going for the lowest common denominator, just hoping that it's a numbers game. You have 200 contacts on your list, you send out the same pitch. Maybe you'll get a 2% return. What is that, 4 features? Great. But do you think it's the high quality, highly relevant features that your clients would be most interested in, or the ones that are actually going to move the needle? No, that's not how it works. So instead of trying to pitch 200 contacts on your list, you've got to laser in on the ones that are the most relevant for your clients, where they're going to reach their target customers, the ones that are absolutely going to move the needle, and then hone your pitches in to be more strategic and targeted and timed and relevant, so that it's the right content, the right idea, the right angle for the right editor at the right time. I know that it takes time, and I know that it's effort. But if you don't do this, you're not doing the work. You're being lazy if you're doing it this way, and it doesn't get results. And when you're seen as lazy with the media contacts, you're not forming reciprocal relationships where you're helping each other out over and over again. So that's not the approach that we're going to take. When you write a pitch and it's good, it's not good for everyone. So you're going to take time and do the research. Who are you sending the pitch to? What is the value that it's going to bring for their audience and their publication? You have to kind of focus in on a few key places and look at the details. What is going to make a connection with that one contact, that one writer that could make a decision to interview your client or feature their product launch? That's what converts and gets the yes. That's what's going to keep your clients happy and keep them paying you your retainer, keep them as a retained client. So instead of reporting to them, I pitched 100 outlets and people said they'd keep it in mind, you feel like, ugh, like they're going to think that I suck. They're going to think that it's me. And you know what? It may well be you. It may well be mass pitching laziness. That's just not going to get the engagement, the excitement, the editors bought into your idea. They're just not. It's missing that spark. They know when you've got it. They read your pitch and they know if you've got it. And if it's a mass pitch, you can't connect. So I hate reporting back to clients, we sent it out and it's just crickets. We don't say that. We say, well, they said they'd keep it in mind, which is PR speak for like nothing's going to happen for you, right? So instead of dreading giving those results to clients, you can report back to them and say that you lasered in on their top 20 contacts, their top 20 outlets that are the most relevant to them, where they're really going to connect with their target customer, and 10 are interested, and 3 of them have follow-up questions. That's so much better to report than just a numbers game and saying you pitched 200 outlets for them. So because you've spent a little bit of extra time, you have a couple of features in the works and a happy client that starts to see momentum. And that's better than feeling stressed out or like you're pitching to crickets and you just can't figure out why it's working. Now you know exactly what you need to do, and it is extra work, but this is the secret that truly successful PR pros know. And another really important aspect of it is to strategize good pitch angles. And that's like the timely and relevant aspect of it. And there's a lot that goes into it, and we really focus in on this in our pitch lab. So that is what it, there's a lot of like seasonal, timely, holiday centric. You've got to time long lead and short lead the right way. We really laser in on this because that's the key distinction in knowing who to pitch what and when. So just because something is timely, like you're focusing on something for the holidays, doesn't mean that every single publication is going to get the same holiday pitch. You could have your client, their expertise shared with different ideas as it relates to the holidays, depending on the publication that you're talking to, or a different product that's a gift guide pitch. Some publications will be luxury. Your clients may not be a fit for a luxury publication. Or there's gift guides at all levels. You can look at some outlets and look what they did in the past and see that they have an under 25 or a stocking stuffer pitch, and you position your client in that way for that editorial, focus, whatever that one is. The angles matter. And that is what we focus on teaching our audience. So it's all about creating strategic, targeted, one-off, relevant pitches. You're doing your research. You're really working to hone your craft and provide the best service for your clients, where you're giving them an expert's approach rather than a spray and pray mass pitch strategy where you're probably telling them you're pitching a ton of outlets and you're only hearing they'll keep it in mind. They're going to move right on to the next PR agency. They're going to say it's just not working out. So it's all about customization, research, coming up with those incredible pitch angles.